Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to movies of 2021 so far that have come out this year that I've seen. This is another animated movie that I've seen. No, it's not Raya. I've already reviewed that. This is the one that came out like a few months earlier. It came out in April on Netflix, and it is a good movie. But like I said, I had an issue with it, major, and that is well, two of them. Mitchell's versus the Machines, starring Abby Jacobson, Danny McBride, Maya Rudolph, Eric Andre, and a bunch of other people. Some of them are not voice actors. Some of them are just celebrity cameos. Uh, it's a feature film directorial debut, so I'll give this guy a second chance. Mike Rianda, he directed it, co-directed by Jeff Rowe and written by Rianda and Rowe, with Lord and Miller, Chris Lord and Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who worked on the Lego Movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 1 and 2, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and Into the Spider-Verse. I still think Into the Spider-Verse is better than this because the ending is way better. Even though the flashy imagery, I hated it, it's a better movie. It's much funnier too. Basically, this is the synopsis. It follows a dysfunctional family that winds up having to save Earth from a robot uprising while on a road trip. Basically, they're just obsessed with their machines, their laptops and phones and tablets and Bluetooth and all that and Wi-Fi. So they want to take a road trip with their daughter before she goes off to college. And it's a good story, but I had some issues with it. But I'll get to that. The film is very funny. Like the voice acting is fantastic mostly. Danny McBride's really funny. You know, there's a lot of humor that I got. The scene with the giant Furby made me laugh my ass off because I remember that toy when I was 13. My sister had one back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was cute and it would talk all the time and it went Wookie and all that. Yeah, it was one of the most adorable electronic toys I ever seen. And that was kind of funny because that reminded me of the Lego movie with all the references. The film looks nice. The animation, yeah, the eyes are kind of crazy, like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And they said it's like a kids movie on LSD. Oh yeah, there's a lot of crazy ass imagery in this movie. If you suffer from seizures, I would not recommend this movie or Into the Spider Verse because a lot of the flashy imagery is shot right in your face, and it really feels like you're on speed. It's like that scene in Doctor Strange when he's going through time and he has a multi fingers and all that. Yeah, it's as crazy as that. The soundtrack was pretty good. There was Maya He, Maya Ho. Yeah, I remember that song. The film received critical acclaim for the animation, story themes, and humor. Representation, that's the problem I had with the movie. The shitty ending. Oh my god. That and Olivia Colman's performance. I know I don't like Olivia Colman. I already told you why. I don't like her accent. She feels out of place. There's one joke that made me laugh with her, and it wasn't even her. She made this weird sound like she gets angry and she's like a Siri knockoff with a British accent, and she goes, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" And the phone is like flipping. Okay, that was kind of funny because it's a visual gag, but she can't act, guys. She cannot voice act. She sounds like Helen Mirren's diet sister. And that ending, fuck you for that, Netflix. I don't blame Lord and Miller for this or the director or the writers, but fuck that ending. The ending should have been they hug at the end, the family hugs. They say, "We're going to miss you. We'll see you on holidays. We'll talk to you on Zoom." And that's fine. The movie should have ended there. I did not need to see her in college with a freaking banner that has a LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ on the wall. Why was that in the movie? Pride Month is this month. It wasn't in freaking April. Why did you put that in the freaking movie? This is a kids movie. There's no curse words in this movie. It doesn't have a lot of blood like a DC animated movie or Rick and Morty. Why did you put that in the freaking movie? You already had your diversity. You have a female lead. You have a mixed family because, you know, Maya Rudolph is half black. You had Chrissy Teigen and John Legend make a cameo. They're Asian and black, respectively. Why did you need that? Why did you need a freaking rainbow colored flag in front of my face? I told you I'm not in that group. I don't celebrate Pride Month. Why? I'm heterosexual. The only thing I get off on is female living humanoid women that are clean. That's it, guys. The lead girl I liked in the movie, making her a closeted lesbian or bisexual, it added nothing to the film. So what are you saying? A woman can't be independent and not have a man in their life and they automatically have to be in that group? Fuck your affiliations, Netflix. Fuck you. Okay? For that. You want to celebrate Pride Month? You do the go right ahead. But I am not going to support a sinful lifestyle. That is not for me. I already told you guys that. Plain and simple. But the rest of the movie is fine. It's kid friendly. There's slapstick. There's good jokes. But fuck that ending in the ass. That's what I hate about this. I hate about that movie. The freaking ending. At least into the Spider Verse, it wasn't like Gwen kisses a girl like Penny Parker, and then Miles is making out with Peter B. Parker. That would be out of place. It would be out of character too. It would be like, oh, we're gonna make Miles gay. No, don't you dare do that in the MCU. You keep him liking girls like I am, the way I am, because that's not in the comics. You don't need that. It's pandering, and I step on pandering. I spit on pandering. And also, I'm glad this movie was on Netflix and not in theaters because that ending would have pissed me off. I'm like, did you really have to put that in there? I got enough of the gayness in the CW, guys. I don't need any more. I don't, okay? I just bought a movie with a gay lead in it. And no, it's not what you think. But I can handle it because it's a more than passable story. This is a kids movie. It doesn't need the homosexual stuff. It's forced, completely freaking forced. It was delayed because of COVID. Yeah, the film was later removed from the schedule in October, though the film was set to release later in 2020. But because of the COVID, it came out on Netflix, bought the rights, and redistributed. Sony, really, yeah, Sony, go screw yourself too because you love putting that pandering too because you put it in Charlie's Angels, where literally Kristen Stewart is a lesbian. They just don't want to say it. Because listen to this thing. Listen to what the critics said about this. Not Rotten Tomatoes. I'll let them pass. Eye-catching and energetic, The Mitchells versus the Machines delivers a funny, feel-good story that the whole family can enjoy, except for the shitty ending. But look at what this one says. The film was praised by critics for putting an openly LGBTQ character, Katie, as a central fold. You do that with freaking Spider-Man No Way Home, and I'll castigate you in front of your peers, Sony. Don't put it in my entertainment. I've had enough. The first time that gay stuff bothered me was back in 2012 when I saw Eyeballs. It was an iCarly episode where literally the entire episode is the fact that Spencer has a gay relationship with a man. Why? They don't kiss or nothing, but it's forced. You don't need that. Oh, we're praising it for being progressive. You can have a progressive movie show for itself. That's like if they make Captain Marvel gay. Why? It's not going to add anything. Or Elsa. I love Elsa. Okay? I don't need her to be a lesbian or pansexual or freaking bisexual or gender fluid or any of that shit. I hate that shit. I hate it. It's a lifestyle I just don't live. I'm not a rainbow. I'm a freaking man. And I know who I am. I'm also not non binary either. I hate that. That's what I hated in Raya. You made the villain a lesbian that's pissed off all the time, has no personality, and she steals the third act of the movie. How am I supposed to feel about that? Happy? No. Fuck your LGBTQRSTUV agendas, Netflix. You should be ashamed of yourself. But again, the movie's not bad. It's an honorable mention only because of that stupid ending. Because not once in the whole movie said, you know what, this chick is a lesbian. No, they had to shoehorn it in and tell you that she is. I'm like, why? It doesn't add anything. Whatever. Rihanna and Rowe wrote Katie to be ambiguous as LGB in consultation with the LGB members of the production team. Oh, of course. Kiss my ass, production team. You're always the problem with these movies. You're the reason MI7 was delayed because of the freaking. It wasn't just COVID, because you people can't wash your hands and stay at home. Do your work and get the hell out of the movie. I don't want any of that in that movie. That's like if you made Rebecca Ferguson gay in the next movie. It would add nothing. Michelle Yang of the NBC found a positive and lauded that the film for its representation. You did not need that. You do this again, Netflix, and I'm done. I'm going to just never watch your content again. Why does it upset you? You don't have to live by it. No, because it's forced in everything. What's next? You're going to put it in Luca? You're going to have the two boys be gay for each other? Fuck off. I hate that. I can't stand it. You're closed minded. No, I'm not. I just don't live sinful lifestyles like that. With your freaking effeminate hands and your freaking sparkles and all your gay flags flying in my face. I don't, that's not my jam, guys. I have a flag that I wave. It's an American flag. Where, yeah, there were no homosexual freaking presidents. There plenty of politicians have been now, but the world's not completely gay, guys. That's not how it works. Sorry, but the movie itself, if your kids watch it, it's fine. Skip the ending. Don't even let them see the ending. Just when they get to the college and it goes black, stop it right there. That's all you need to do. You don't need your bullshit agendas at the end. It's not needed. It's like in Beauty and the Beast when the two guys are dancing with each other. Why? Because the whole world is gay. That's not to the movie. That's to the freaking production crew that decided this was a good idea. It's a stupid idea. Shrek never did that. They easily could have made Prince Charming gay, and he was played by an actor that was, but they didn't make him gay for Shrek. You freaking idiots. But anyway, Mitchell's versus Machines is good, but fuck that agenda in the ass. This is the first and last time I'm ever going to mention this in a movie review because I don't see review movies like that because I liked Booksmart, but I would have loved Caitlin Deaver if she was whatever. As long as she's a female, playing a female, I'm interested in her. Sorry, guys, that's the only thing I'm attracted to. There ain't no bugs on me. Okay? I don't get off on anything. I don't have sex with animals, plants, inanimate objects, or anything. I am a heterosexual man, and I hope you remember that for the rest of my life on here on social media and YouTube. Heterosexual man. There's no other substitutions. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.